Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Microbita, returning to the movie critiquing chair after a 2-month vacation that, like a stapler filled with vegan cream cheese, I neither asked for nor wanted. But this little hiatus did give me a chance to do something that I'd wanted to do for a while. Reconnect with my inner dominant male. That's right, ladies. I've been out there drinking beer, or at least I would have had the bubbles not burned my tongue so much, killing my own food in the herb garden that I planted on my windowsill, and indulging in summer blockbusters at the Saco drive-in. And that one's not misleading at all. This week, the drive-in's got one high-octane double feature, with White House Down and Furious 6. Now, White House Down is the new film by Roland Emmerich, who helmed Independence Day in 2012 and The Day After Tomorrow. In this one, Channing Tatum plays a wannabe Secret Service agent whose dreams come true when terrorists take siege over the White House. Now, this plot may seem a little familiar, and that's because it's actually an unauthorized remake of that old action flick Olympus Has Fallen, which came out way back in, March. But now, just because you've seen that one, don't think that that means that you've seen both of them, because, see, in that one, Channing Tatum's character was played by Gerard Butler, and in this one, Morgan Freeman's role of Commander-in-Chief is played by the hip-hop hipper Jamie Foxx. So, different. Now look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that this movie isn't an absolutely ridiculous, off-the-wall, ass-backwards depiction of what Hollywood thinks the average movie-going American thinks is how our government handles threats of national security. And to someone unfamiliar with such obscure historic events as 9/11 or the Boston Marathon bombings, perhaps they're right. But I think that the majority of us are aware that, generally, terrorist attacks aren't all that entertaining and fun. And yet, somehow this movie is. And maybe the movie is so much fun because it's not trying to make us aware of the real-world threats of terrorism. Instead, it attempts to soften the fear that exists in our everyday lives by making that empty promise that out there somewhere, Channing Tatum's got our back. And that way we can spend the next 2.5 hours doing things that are really important, like seeing how much popcorn we can shovel into our mouths.